Taking a moment to get comfortable in your chair or your seat. Settling into this familiar home of meditation that you've created. You might shift or move around in any way that helps you relax into this moment. See if you can slow your breath and send each inhale all the way below your belly button. Feel your feet on the floor. Feel your seat in the chair underneath you or the ground underneath you. Feel yourself held in this moment, in this space. And know that you are loved and accepted exactly as you are. That we are all on a journey together. That we are all in a process of unraveling and uncovering, and that a perfect and glorious light shines within us. As you settle in, you might use your breath to drop into the body. Feeling the exhale move all the way down to your feet. Feeling the inhale expand the rib cage. Training your awareness to stay with this embodied sense of aliveness. And allowing this embodiment to ground you in this larger sense of self. To help you feel and connect with the spaciousness inside of you. The presence and stillness that's underneath all of the busy thinking and doing. Feeling grounded here in this presence. And from this place of presence and conscious awareness, we're going to explore the ego. You might invite your ego to surface and just with compassion and loving awareness, investigate. How does my ego operate inside of me? Recognize this ego as any sense of self that feels small and grasping, that feels tight and clinging or proving. This ego is the false self, the mind-made self, the illusion of self. And you might look for it, particularly in any places in your life where you feel a sense of desperation. Any part of your life that feels like it defines your identity. Maybe scanning for places of tightness, mentally tight, emotionally tight, physically tight. And just open your mind to the possibility that ego might be lurking somewhere underneath these tight places. Looking not to judge, but looking with compassion to understand. You might consider, where in my life am I constantly striving to matter? You might notice where you tend to drop names or drop accomplishments, or in any way these little subconscious tics where you catch yourself trying to prove to the people around you that you're good enough, or that you're a good person. That overall sense of fear and proving is a neon flashing light, that there's a fearful ego underneath who's desperately grasping. A place where you're looking for your sense of self. Maybe asking, where do I cling to a sense of superiority, of being better than? Or where do I cling to a sense of inferiority, worse than? What situations or relationships tug and pull at my sense of self and create a general irritation in me? These places are probably places where my ego is being poked. They're in some way challenging the sense of self that I want to believe about myself, challenging the story I want to believe about myself. So these are the places that are so valuable to our spiritual awakening, because it can unmask what's happening, can unmask the ways we're living in illusion and using the people around us to try to keep us in that illusion. Maybe asking, what am I most afraid of losing? Or what am I most afraid that other people will see in me if I'm not constantly managing their perception of me? Holding this little ego we're starting to uncover with so much compassion, knowing that this ego doesn't make us good or bad, but that every human will develop an ego, will forget who we truly are, and create this man-made, self-made, grasping identity. And just seeing it, just awakening to it, is already a really significant freedom from it. It's already a profound spiritual awakening to be able to say, oh, there it is. Oh yes, ego, I see you. All right, when you're ready, we're going to go ahead and shift our awareness into a different inquiry that will help us unmask what's happening in our subconscious mind. We'll explore the rules and beliefs that filter our lens of perception. You might use your breath and clear your mind. And then invite your body, mind, and spirit to bring into your awareness the rules that create a sense of rigidity in your life. What rules or beliefs are getting in the way of your empty cup, of flow, of a sense of lightness and ease? What rules and beliefs keep you in a sense of tightness, or arguing or justifying things to yourself, of holding judgment and staying tight and small? Is there any way in which you've allowed a rule or belief to overtake your center, even with good intentions? You might scan particularly for a sense of righteous indignation or judgment, and consider what rules or beliefs are beneath that energy, that righteous indignation energy. What's the rule or belief that fuels that in me, and where do I feel it in my body? Maybe also feeling into the places where shame may be hiding. What rule or belief keeps you stuck in a place of shame? Where do you feel the shame in your life? Where do you feel the shame in your body? And what's the rule or belief underneath that's fueling that shame? Just breathing into this inquiry, connecting back to the presence, that spacious sense of self, the deep self, the deep I. Reconnecting back to that. Titrating in and out, feeling the shame, and then coming back to the spaciousness so you don't lose that greater sense of self as you dip into these tender places. Trusting there's room and space for all that you uncover here. And finally, shifting your attention to the last part of our subconscious that we want to bring awareness to today, and that is our values. Maybe lean into the sensations you feel in your body as I ask, what do you hold most dear? As you allow this answer to surface or receive a picture in your mind or an impression, lean into the sensations you feel in your body. Open your heart to the emotions you feel. Even if you feel something painful, like fear or loss, see if you can hold on to the beauty of that which you value, of the courage it takes to care, courage it takes to live life fully. You might even place your hand on your heart and honor yourself and bow to yourself for the risk you have taken to love in any measure. Thank you for expanding my ability to love fully and open my heart. You might also investigate for any dissonance between the values and emotions that surface here and the person you really want to be. So maybe there's something you place too much value on, where you recognize, I care too much about this thing. Maybe something that keeps you in bondage, that keeps you from connecting with yourself or others more freely, because you just care too much about it. And it's got you in chains. Something that wants to be surrendered. You might use your breath to release, even just for this moment, your hold on this thing, and create a little more space for something higher, for something that you want to value more deeply. Maybe here you recognize a sense of numbness, a lack of emotion, an apathy that feels empty, that feels dead. And recognize with hand on heart and that deep breath connecting you to your spacious, limitless presence, your true self. That it takes courage to care, that it makes sense to shut off sometimes, that there's room for this too. And even the intention of opening the heart is a beautiful step in a direction of living a full and passionate life. As we close our meditation today, allow yourself to come back to your breath, to awaken again to the feeling of sitting in a chair or on a cushion or the floor, to feeling the safety of this community of awakening around you, even as you sit alone in your home, to feel connected to the teachers and group members that are part of this journey, and feel that you are one in a family, a great human family of 10,000 joys and 10,000 sorrows. Allow this breath and presence to bring you back fully to this moment, where you are exactly where you are meant to be, unfolding into all that you are in your own miraculous way. Thank you for practicing with me today. Namaste. You can click in the links below to find a free guide to offer you more resources on your path towards healing and wellness.